Probably one of the more unpleasant elephants I've had to deal with was an engagement several years ago where I was engaged to help transition the business to the owner's son-in-law, who, by the way, was a very capable and competent person. But that's not really the story. The story was that the funeral director, the owner, had basically retired on the job sometime in his 60s, and now he was in his late 70s, and the business had been in steady decline. Uh, Not many people interested in buying a business in steady decline, but there was enough breath left in it that it could work. So, especially with the son-in-law, and even though the daughter was not in the business, she was definitely going to be involved with her husband. At any rate, the first elephant I had to reveal was in the early stages of the engagement where I had to share with the owner and his wife that while it was going to be possible to make this transition and that they would be able to retire, it was very likely they were going to have to sell their vacation home. The reaction of the wife was interesting. Uh, she looked at me and she says, "Finally, we can talk about this." She seemed to be very relieved. But then as we progressed through the process of getting all the paperwork and the valuation and all of that done, one day I received a phone call from the owner. And remember, this man is in his late 70s. And he said, "I'm just not sure I want to do this." He said, I really think we can save it. I think we can recover the business we've lost, so on and so forth. And I just had to say, you know, you're in your late 70s. I've spent a good deal of my career in business turnarounds. And I'm going to tell you that it's a young man's game. Uh, I don't, at that time, I was probably in my early 60s. And I said that I don't have the energy for this. And I'm darn sure you don't have the energy for this. So I can't really support that kind of effort. And since your wife is involved in this, I really feel we need to share this with her if you want to proceed. Well, end of story. He dropped it. We did make the transition to the son-in-law. It did work out. He was able to retire fairly comfortably.